We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight, we put a bow on Week 15 with a good Monday night matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Venezuelan-born Jose Borregales has us just about set to get started. And off we go from Tampa. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On the play fake, Corral. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Another try after the first down sack. Corral. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Corral with it. First down here. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On second and 10, here's Corral. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Corral. And Ingram holds it in. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Quick throw by
corral. It's complete.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good...
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
They start the drive with Cook, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here's Cook again.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
To throw, Huntley.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
The Bucs at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Here's Huntley.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Huntley to throw.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Harris to return. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, it'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in the hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Take it in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
70 Ranger.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
From the gun on 3rd down, Huntley. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll try and throw for it here. And incomplete on the deep ball. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean,
and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Huntley's throw into the hands of Darden.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Cook up the gut. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Looking to throw on second down. Huntley forced out to his left.
He'll let one go deep for Howard.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
19 strikes. 19 strikes. 19 right. Panther 11. Panther 11.
And the tight end goes in motion left. To throw on third down. Huntley. It's caught by Mike Evans.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Looking to throw. Huntley. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Amari Barno.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
To throw on second down. Huntley. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Quick throw by Corral, completed out wide.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Come on.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Three. 19, pioneer.
Throwing again. Huntley. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get.
Incomplete. Greg Newsome on the coverage defensively.
The offense on 3rd down tonight. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, pass. 70. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. Huntley. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression. My goodness, indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
On second down, it's Cook again. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's
Back to 60.
4th down.
Back to 60. Go street.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Buffalo 18.
On third down, Huntley. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A final shot before break. Huntley. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And his kick is right there. It's good. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
79 Broncos.
Evans, the man in motion left. On 1st and 10, Huntley. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Amari Barno, his second sack of the night. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Drop 50, drop 50. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
The slot man in motion right. To throw on 3rd down, Huntley.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why, because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game, because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Corral sets up play action.
It's complete to Cook. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Panthers 42, Buccaneers 3.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle, as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But
and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
18, right here.
Looking to throw. Huntley. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the... From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Huntley. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Running left, it's Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Huntley to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, Huntley. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Come back team! Come back team! Read alert! Read alert! 19 tight! 19 tight!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. operating from the gun. Huntley to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Ready.
They'll come out in the pistol. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Scotty Miller, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Play action here. Corral.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Let's go.
Going for it on 4th down. Corral.
Steps away to his left. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Panther 11. 79 Broncos. 18 Rebels. Take back. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Huntley.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
In motion right is Evans. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Amari Barno
in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
It's now 3rd down.
18, high in. Deputy Ranger. Good up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Huntley. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Warriors 17. Riggs.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
On 3rd down, Corral.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need,
this is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Point after here coming up. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Miller, the man in motion. Throwing to start the drive. Huntley. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hurt! Right there, hurt!
Looking to throw. Huntley. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Carolina, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story.
Test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.